High School in Chicago. Let's take a look at it again.
She does a release skill in this routine where she actually cannot see the bars for an instant. Here it comes. Watch your head now, ducks under right there. She loses sight of the bar, comes back into focus, catches perfect. She goes through the exercise, a nice clean routine, not a lot of difficulty, but that is a trademark for Utah. They do not do things that they cannot do very well all the time.
A 9-5 for Lynn. And Peter, you sense the Utah team is very comfortable, very confident at this stage of the competition.
They sure are. They had a great start on the vaulting event, and now they're doing very well on the bars.
Sherry Mann of Arizona State performing on the floor exercise, and this is a chance now for the Sun Devils to build on their lead.
That's right. They have two high-scoring events left, floor exercise and vaulting. And they have to turn in some top performances to get those high scores, because you know that Utah is going to be getting them as the competition continues. Here's Sherry's opening tumbling run. Double back came up a little short and had the touchdown. Not a major break, but as a competition like this can be so close, even the tenth of a point will add up, and that can make the difference between first and second. Sherry has also been a national team member with a lot of experience, a very nice dancer, and they've been trained for this competition. Arizona State feels that this is their year.
This year, Utah suffered only one loss, and that was to Arizona State in Tempe.
And the coach at Arizona State, John Feeney, has done everything to get these women ready for this championship. He's even gone so far as to get a tape recording of crowd noises and played the tape during practices to get them used to the pressure that would be here at the championship. Sherry Mann in the middle of her floor routine, getting ready now for another tumbling run, round off back handspring, back with a full twist. She touched down earlier on a double back. Other than that, though, this is a great routine.
The 5'5" sophomore for Arizona State.
She came up a little short on that opening tumbling run, a double back somersault. Here it is. There's the preparation, a lot of speed and power, the takeoff right there. Two somersaults, there's one, the other one coming in, but not quite enough somersault. You can see her hands touch down right there, and that is a couple of tenths deduction, 3 or 4.
And there is the score for Sherry Mann, a 9-4. Earlier, Lynn Letter did well on the bars for Utah, and now for the Utes, Tina Herman.
And Tina Herman has been put in a position this year of leading this team. Megan Marsden and Linda Cardo, the two outstanding all-around performers, have graduated. It's up now to Tina to be one of the strong all-around performers, and she's done that very well. Nice bar routine, not a lot of difficulty, but you can see her legs are perfectly straight, and she has excellent rhythm. Now getting ready for the dismount. Another great routine for Utah. Boy, they just look absolutely perfect.
From Irvington, New York, Tina Herman, who last year was voted the most improved gymnast for Utah.
Utah is not giving Arizona State any ground. They did an amazing job on the bars.
And this 9-5 just puts them in excellent shape. And now Kim Neal for Arizona State on the floor exercise.
And Kim has a brand new routine for this competition. She's added a classical style again. She did that in 1983 and won the national title, then switched to a routine that was more jazz-like. Last year took second. Now she's back to her original music. Nice double back mount. Tremendous line, perfect extension. She uses the music to the fullest. back with a half step out to a layout. This is a great routine.
Arizona State needing a top performance is getting it from Kim Neal.
Kim Neal, Arizona State University.
Peter, she competed for the Arizona Twisters in Mesa under her current coach, John Speening.
That's right. John's been coaching her for 10 years. And here's her opening tumbling run, a double back, nice lift, a good landing. And you know what's amazing is that's the first time she's ever done that routine in competition.
Not bad for the first time out. A 9-7 for Kim Neal. The gymnasts start young here in Salt Lake City. Their youths are now third as they held their own in a very tough apparatus. While Arizona State sits out the next round, the beam is coming up next for Utah. City on the campus of the University of Utah has been the site of 4 national championships. A crowd of 7,000 plus here to watch the 1985 battle for the title. After 3 rotations, Arizona State's in the lead, but they'll be sitting out this rotation. And a very crucial stage of the competition, the beam for Utah. And up first, Cheryl Weatherstone.
Utah certainly has the momentum in this competition, but as the coach said earlier, you do not win a national title unless you do it on the balance beam. Cheryl starts with, oh no, right off balance, right away in the first skill. She was doing a cartwheel mount, never got her hips over the beam. Boy, what a rough start for Utah. Their first performer makes a major mistake. That puts the pressure on everyone else.
We'll return to the beam, but right now let's go to the vault at Elfie Schlegel of Florida. This will be her second vault. She had a 9-4 on her first effort.
Elfie will be doing a Sukahara in the laid-out position. Here it is. Good takeoff, nice push, a fine vault with a fine landing.
Let's go back now to the beam and join Cheryl Weatherstone.
Cheryl trying to recover from that horrible start where she fell off the beam. And what this means to the Utah team is they cannot afford to have any more mistakes or they are not going to win this national title. Every title they've won has been won on the balance beam. This is a different team this year, and they have to prove that they can be like the past team and win it when the going is tough. And it certainly is tough right now.
Peter, we just had a score on Elfie Schlegel at the vault. She had a 9-5.
Now the dismount, gain a full twist. Boy, what a rough start for Utah, and that adds the pressure on every single girl after her. And here's what happens. She's doing a round off or a cartwheel mount, hits the board. There's the cartwheel, but look at her hips. They're not over the beam. You can see her left foot missed the beam completely, and she never got started. That's a tough way to get going on the balance beam.
And that certainly continues the pressure on the Utah women. Look at this score, an 8-4 for Cheryl.